So whether it's old heirlooms or new items that are one and done, like building block sets, we all have items that we are willing to part for a price. Selling online is the most accessible and wide-reaching option to do so, and eBay is at the top of the list. Over the past few weeks, I've started selling items for family members on eBay, and I've had a lot of in-person requests, like face-to-face, like, hey, can you teach me how to sell on eBay? So, you've requested the information, I shall provide it. This is a building block set that I've disassembled and will probably stay in this box for the rest of eternity. So let's put it up for sale. The first thing you want to do is actually make sure you're signed into eBay. If you don't have an account, you need to create one. This is my buyer and seller account. So initially, you will go here to sell, and you probably won't see this page. You'll probably see a page that says like sign up. I believe that's I mean, I know I had to click a button and go through a bunch of paperwork and fill it out and everything. And basically, just do it for tax information. So once you get all of that done and you click on sell, you should see something like this. So list an item. So tell us what you're selling. Basically, you want to be as descriptive as possible here. If you have things like a model number, a device series, that's what you're going to want to put here. Now, for this thing that I'm selling, this dinosaur kit, I actually got this from Amazon Vine. So I'm going to go over there. Oop, I'm just going to do this. And I'm going to find it real quickly. Give me a second. Open that in a new tab. I'm actually going to do that twice because I might need it twice. Move this over. Let's see. I'm going to pretty much just copy the name and throw that in there. I'll just do that for now. So just paste or type in whatever your description is, hit that. So first it's going to show you a bunch of matches here. So if your item matches one of these, it saves a lot of time and effort. Unfortunately, this one here is not going to be in here. So I'm going to hit continue without match and do it manually. Technically, I opened the box and built it once, so it is used. Continue. So this is the main page with all the information. I'm going to probably edit that in a minute. I would suggest uploading any pictures or images first, simply because if you do, then when it comes to down here item specifics, you don't have to fill this out. This is only two things for now, but give it a second. So when it comes to finding pictures and the description, if it is a stock image, it is fine to use and not have to take yourself. Because this was a review for Amazon, I had taken pictures myself, but I'm still going to use some of these stock images. Meaning this, if it doesn't show like somebody's couch or their dog or something in the background, it's perfectly fine to use this. You're not going to get in trouble for it. So I'll do save as, and then let me save all these pictures real quickly, and I'll be right back with you. So now that I have all those images saved, I'm going to hit upload from computer, and I'm just going to do all of these. The video is too long. You can only do 1 minute videos. This review was 1 minute and 19 seconds. So I'm just going to do the pictures, hit open. There you go. It's also just really weird that this here is still only two things. But let's see, the description. For description, you can also take that because brand friends, like they're the ones who made this. So you could just do this. I'm going to hit the thing here for the bullet point. Yes, keyboard shortcuts. This is actually real time, not sped up. Do that. So, looking at this, the price is $16.99, but here, typical price. We'll say 25 bucks about. So let's say $19.99. You could do auction style if you like. I would strongly suggest just doing buy it now until you get the hang of it. Then you can always try out the auctions. Price, like I have power strips, so I would set a price and then say like 5 power strips. I only have one of these, so I'm going to leave that at one. You don't have to allow offers, but it does kind of open up the availability, like or the possibility of you selling something. So I'm going to say the least I'll accept for it is $11. Go down. Shipping pickup, shipping only, pickup only. Uh, I've only been approached about this once and it still hasn't come to fruition, so usually it doesn't really matter between these two. So I say do both. This here. So the box is obviously not nearly this size. The box is more like 8 by 6 by 3 ish. So if we look down here, let's see if it makes a difference. 615. So it makes it 15 cents cheaper by me typing in the right thing, but also it doesn't weigh even close to that. It weighs like 8 ounces. So there, 516. So just make sure you set this correctly in order to get the best shipping rate. Now you could select this or this is kind of your preference. It's just easier for me to get to the post office, so I usually just do this one. And I mean, up to $100 if they screw something up, then they'll pay you back, and up to 70 pounds. So a lot of times the weight you could even maybe underestimate it a bit, and the size of the package go a little bit lower to get this price down, and then you could ship anything up to 70 pounds in it. Who pays? Either you could do seller pays, so buyers will see free shipping, but no, they should be paying for that. This one here, I used to have it on this, so people can choose if you're in a different country, what you want, how you want it delivered, how much you want to pay. As of lately, I just do this one. It's just easier. International shipping. If it sells somewhere else in the world, eBay goes ahead and you just ship it to them for free and they'll take care of everything. Delivery details. It's usually a good idea to put this down to 3 business days just to cover yourself in case something happens and it takes a day or two to get it out. So, and there you go. So once you do all that, you just hit list it. And there you go, it's listed. So then you hit done, brings you back to the active page. You could promote your listings. So what that means, if you hit that, is you give eBay a little bit more percentage of the final selling price, and they'll go ahead and like put it in more places and more ads and stuff, try to make it more visible to buyers. So I almost never do that. It's not really the best option. Um, Views and watchers. When you get certain amount of watchers, like 4 here, offer sent to buyers. You will have a thing that'll pop up here instead of promote listing. It'll say send offer to buyers. So you can take select people who are seem to be very interested in your listing, and go ahead and just say, you know what, instead of 287, give me like 275, and then they can either accept, decline, or make a counter offer. And when that happens, you can do the same, accept, decline, or counter offer. So it could go back and forth a little while. Usually people try to like really jip you, so just be careful at what you're agreeing to. And yeah, I mean, just doing that over and over, you can just, I mean, you see how much stuff I have on here. So it was good just to go through, like I said, if you have old heirlooms or something, or like I had childhood toys that I'm going to end up putting on here. I mean, I don't really need them anymore. It's sentimental, but I'm 34 almost, and that's from when I was like 15. So yeah, I'm not going to be playing with it anymore. So might as well put it on here and sell it. And that's the general gist of selling on eBay. If you ever want to get back to this menu, I mean, you go general eBay, just go up to here, my eBay, down to selling overview. So it'll tell me I could relist things I used to have up there, promote. Just go down to active, and then you could just take a look and see, there it is. That's what we just put on here. You could always hit this and make changes. Once somebody bids, if it's an auction style or like you send an offer or something, then you can't really change a lot of like the details and stuff like that. You still change the price, just hardly anything else. So just put everything on here the right way. Take decent pictures. This picture, as you can see, was taken myself, so sometimes you can't do the stock images. You only have to go with that. And just make sure you go through and get everything done correctly, all the fields filled out correctly. And so, because the dinosaur one was an absolutely terrible flop of an example, when you come to this one here, item specifics, brand, product, occasion, color, size. Like, are you kidding me? And this is, once again, if you upload the pictures first, it'll usually go through and fill some of this out for you. Then you just have to go one by one. But see, then there's more. So you click show more, and you have all of this to fill out. And then the description, then the pricing. So it just takes a while to go through. It's more or less, I mean, it's pretty straightforward what you're doing. Read, just read the webpage, and you should be good. So hopefully you guys make some sales off of this. You get some more competition up there on eBay. I don't know if you learned something in this video. Please like it. You don't have to subscribe or anything. I'm going to post a link at the beginning of the description of this video. All I want you to do is just take a look at my eBay store and see what I have on there. I mean, there could be things you never knew existed that you need in your life. But just look through it, at least. I mean, I don't get paid to do this. I don't, there's no benefit to me. It's just more or less for you guys. So thank you again for watching.